record? All right, cool. So what I want to do today is literally just, walk you through and show you how to use the Harmonic scanner. It's definitely not complicated at all. It's a really, really cool tool to use, and all of us have the tool in their package. Everybody who has a Platinum package has a scanner. Okay, so everybody should take advantage of that tool. It was the first tool that actually, came up when IMA started. It was the first official tool they had. So I'm going to go over that, show you real quick where you find it, go over how to use it, and then, you can, ask some questions, if you're unsure about anything, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. All right, can you let me know if you see my screen, please? All right, thanks, Dorian. All right, cool. So I'm gonna make this small, move it away so I can see the chat. All right, thank you. All right, so what I love now is that everything is literally under one roof. Before on the old platform, you had a separate link, separate website just for the scanner. So now is like super easy. You just come to IM.Center, go to products here on the side, and you scroll down. If you have the Platinum package, then you're only going to see the Forex Academy. Everything else going to be grayed out. I have the Elite, that's why I see everything. So you just come to Forex Academy. You see first thing is Harmonics, and then right here, it even shows you the trading style, the average of trades, which educator is doing it. Pretty cool. So you just literally click on that symbol, and it opens it up. All right. So this is basically what you get when you log in. Okay. And I know, if you just start, it's probably going to look confusing. But the cool thing about it is you don't need to understand the pattern that's on there. You don't need to learn how it works. And all of that, all you need to do is what you need to look for. And that's what I want to, briefly go over. So I'm going to just explain real quick what you see on here. So here you have the chart, you have the numbers that I'm going to go over, what you need to actually copy and paste into your trading. And then, hold on, I need to mute right there. All right. And then here on the right side, you actually see the pairs with the name of the pattern, that has formed. But as I said, you don't need to understand those patterns. And then up here, it shows you the different time frames, okay? One thing that I love is when there is a pattern and it shows on all time frames. I love those. So the first thing, literally, when you come on here, the first thing you want to look for is actually the D. You see the pattern, and you're going to look where the D is, okay? So in that case, it is right here, okay? So this right here already tells me one thing, okay? If the D is at the bottom, I know I'm looking for a buy, okay? If the D is at the top, I'm looking for a sell. That's the first thing I'll look at, okay? The most important thing, okay? So in this case, I know it is a buy. One thing when it comes to Harmonics, all you do is really limit orders, okay? You learn those in the Academy. If you haven't yet, go back there. Okay, so all we care about are buy limits and sell limits, okay? What that means is you set your limit, you set your order, and you can move on with your day, and the trade's gonna get activated when price hits the certain level, okay? So, as I said, first thing you look for is the D, so you know which direction, like which order do you need. In this case, we need a buy limit, okay? So, and then what we do is, we want to see that the trade already happened, okay? In this case, now the market is closed, but in this case, the trade already happened because price came down to that entry, okay, and already went up, okay? So in this case, I would ignore this one. Most likely, I'm not going to find one right now that hasn't happened yet because, market closed, but let me just look if I find something. All right, here's one. This is one that we can use. So same thing, I come in here, I see my D's at the bottom, and it's not doing it. Hold on. Well, let me do it. God damn it. I'm gonna try it again. There we go. All right. There we have the D. So I know I'm looking for a buy limit. Okay. I'll also see price. I mean, it kind of has hit the entry already, but we're going to use this as an example. All right. So if you don't want to use this here at the bottom, all you can do is just double click on the screen and it disappears, gives you a little wider screen. Okay. So next thing we're going to look at is literally the numbers here on the side. Okay. So I'm going to just move it together a little bit just to show you. So it literally gives you your entry, your take profit, your stop loss. Your entry is where your trade is going to get activated. So that's literally the numbers you're going to put on your phone. Okay. Your stop loss is what we always call our safety net. You know, in case the trade goes against us, okay, we don't want our account to be blown. So the system is basically helping us to protect our account and gives us a safety net. Okay. And then we have our TP1, 2, and 3, our take profits, where, you know, when trade goes in our direction, our trade gets closed automatically in profit. Okay. So on some pairs, you're going to see that you have 2 entries, which basically means it's an entry zone. Okay. So I would recommend, especially in the beginning, maybe start with those that only have 1 entry. Okay. If you get more of a hang of it, you can use the zones. Okay. And basically what in this case you could do is, you know, do the first entry. If it goes down to the second, you can say, place a second trade here and then have it go up. Okay. That's one thing you can do. But if you just start, I would just stick to the ones that have just 1 entry. Okay. And then literally what you do is now you open your MT4 up on your phone. Okay. And choose the pair, which we see on the side is GBP CAD. We see it here on the top as well. British pound, Canadian dollar. We choose that on our phone. Okay. Go into it, you know, place a new order and then choose what kind of order we want. Automatically in the beginning, it says market execution. You know, you have to open up the drop-down menu. You choose, in this case, a buy limit. As I said, you can only do buy limits and sell limits. Okay. So we choose a buy limit. And then all you do is literally copy and paste. You take those numbers and type this one right here, the 1.62537. You put in it as your entry on your MT4 app. Your stop loss, hold on. Just mute. All right, there you go. Your stop loss, the same thing. You take the number that it says here, 1.60864, put it as your stop loss. If you guys want, let me know. I can also share my screen of my phone later on to actually show you where to put it in. Let me know in the chat. And then the same thing with the TP. Okay, with your take profit, you put the same number it gives you. So the scanner literally gives you all the numbers that you need. Okay, you literally just need to copy and paste. Okay, so in the beginning, you know, if you're just starting out, you test it out, of course, do it on demo and just go for TP1. Okay, just go for TP1, see how it goes. You know, later on when you get more hang of it, what you can do is, you know, move your stop loss into profit and let the trade run to TP2 and TP3. Also under Go Live, we have educators that show how to use the scanner. Okay, and maybe you, hold on, Alicia. Where was I? So on Go Live, you also have educators that use the scanner. Okay, some of them have, you know, very, very simple additional strategies you can use with that. I think Fahrenheit strategy is very, very easy to use as a combination, you know, for, you know, to get even more confluence. But the beauty is this is a tool that every beginner can use without having to know much about, you know, strategies and stuff like that, because the scanner gives you everything. Okay, let me look in the chat. Okay, I'll answer those in a second, okay? So I just want to go look if I find another example right here. All right, so you know how I said in the beginning, the first thing you do is you look where is D. Okay, so right now we had an example, we have a buy limit. So in this case, now we see the D's at the top, which tells us it's a sell limit. So right here, we have the D. All right, and you see this trade already happened. So I wouldn't take it anymore, okay? But it's a good example. So you see it hit the entry right here. So if you would have taken the trade, you would have put in your phone the pair looking for CAD JPY, you know, choose a sell limit, okay, and literally put those numbers in. And you see how price really hit that entry and drop down to TP1, okay? And possible now, if you only put TP1, you're out of that trade and make money, okay? If you put TP2, you know, then it's a good thing to move your stop loss into profit, which basically means, let me see if I can do that. Like take your stop loss, which is up here. No, it doesn't let me. Oh, it lets me do it. And move it past your entry. That basically means, oh no, I'm gonna just hold it like that just to show you guys. If I move it past my entry, that means I have it in my stop loss and profit. My trade is covered. It's a secure trade. So even now, if the trade will go against me, I would still walk away with profit. Okay. But long story short, the main things you really look for, you open this, you look for, is there a trade that hasn't happened yet? Okay. Then you look where the D is. Is it the buy limit? Is it the sell limit? Okay. And then all you do is go to your MT4 app and put those numbers that the scanner gives you. That's the beauty. Like you don't have to understand, okay, what is a butterfly pattern like? What do I have to do, right? It really literally scans it for you, gives you everything you need. Okay, so let me look at the chat now. All right. Do you ever do market execution with the Harmonic scanner? That really depends. Like in that case, the one that I showed before, like let's say it is really at entry right now. Okay, like I open it and it is at entry, I would do a market execution, you know. If it already, you know, moved or whatnot, or if it's like up here still, then of course I put an order and I wait for it. Like I want it to come to my entry. Like the scanner gives you the specific entry where it basically projects price to go. Okay, like it forms those patterns, it recognizes those patterns, draws them, and literally tells you, okay, I'm projecting that price is going down here. That's where our entry is. Okay, so I put that. If price is like at entry right now, when I open the scanner, then I might do a market execution. Okay, Dorian, a step. Quick question: can you move the stop loss a little under the first entry just in case market goes another direction to break even, or that's not good? In the first entry. You mean with this one that I'm showing right now? I mean, you could, but of course.
You showed it in the other one. I didn't. Yeah, you showed it already.
So yeah, so that basically just means moving your stop loss into profit. You know, when you're in profit, secure your trade. We always say, you know, secure the bag. Okay. Otherwise, like other than that, I would literally, you know, especially when you're a beginner, take the numbers as there are in there. You know, when you further advance, you know, as I said, you can add, you know, strategies with that are taught in Go Live in the Harmonic section. So you can do that. But that's what I love about the scanner. Like, even for like a complete beginner that's just going through, you know, the basic and understands certain terminology, like knows the limits, knows what is like the entry, stop loss, TP, like knows those terminologies. Once you know that, you're basically able to use the scanner and can start making money while you're still learning, while you're still figuring out, okay, what kind of trader am I going to be? What kind of direction I want to go? You can use the scanner to already start, you know, profiting. Okay. When using the scanner, does it matter which broker you use? I would say yes, because every broker has slightly differences. The only thing, so let me see, maybe, so yeah. So up here, where it says FX choice, you can click on it and they have a few brokers in there. So what I love, they have added Hugo's Way to it. So now, you know, if you have US Way, you would, of course, go up here. Thank you for reminding me of that, Stacy. You know, I would come in here. I would click on Hugo's Way. So it shows me the patterns like on the Hugo's Way broker so that I know those are like the same numbers. Let's click on this, for example. So now I know this one is from the Hugo's Way broker. So I know the numbers on here are going to be the same as on my MT4 app since I'm using the Yugo's Way broker. Same with if you use Trader's Way, or any other. So that's something, I would highly recommend because every broker has slightly differences in price. So thank you, Stacy, for putting that out there. Any other questions, guys? Like, as I said, that's literally the main things. It is super simple to use. All you need to really know is some of the terminology so that okay, what is a buy limit, what is a sell limit, the entry, TPs, and things like that. But we also always here to help, of course, with that. I want to do those more on a regular, and like as I said, I'm also recording this so we can give this to new people so they already know what to do. So yeah, let me know in the chat if you have any other questions, anything you want me to go over in more detail, and then I gladly do that. That call went quicker than I thought. I'm trying to remember if I forgot anything. Let me see. Let me see who's on there. Oh, hey, what's up, Ray? Ray, do you have any suggestion? Anything else that I should add on for, for new people, for beginners to use the scanner? How often do you check for patterns? Super easy to use and accurate. Don't sleep on the Harmonic scanner. Very true. So how often you check for the patterns? I mostly do it my morning time, and then maybe like around like noonish my time. So you can, check whenever you want, of course. Sometimes I miss them, which is okay. Do it like how it works for your schedule. For example, like before, like in the morning before you go to work, check the scanner. It doesn't take long because you're going to see that only the top ones maybe are new, and then you go a little further down, you see that already happened. And let's say, I'm at OddCat at this pattern right now that I know, you see how far it's already moved. I know everything that's below that pattern is probably old as well and already happened, so I don't even need to look at it. Okay. There was something else. In the beginning, you mentioned that you like it when a pair shows up on all chart. What is the reason for that, or the time frames? I just like, I can't really explain it. I just like a confluence. If it's a pattern that is on a 15-minute, it's more, a lot of times more quicker trades. But if it's like on a 15-minute, a 1 hour, and the 4 hour, for example, for me, it has a more, higher probability to really go my way. But that's just, a thing that I caught up somewhere else, in the past. But then at the same time, you see how accurate, like if I look at it on the 15 minutes, we have a pattern here. It hit for a sell limit and it dropped down to TP2, and it's even down to like on its way to TP3. Let's go to the 1 hour. We have a pattern here that I just showed that completely went that way. And then on the 4 hour, let's see what we have there. So this one is still playing around in the entry zone. Like this again is like what I mentioned before. It has an entry zone. Okay, so it could possibly happen for it to go down to that other entry and then go up. Okay, so that's why I say, like, especially in the beginning, when you're really new, I recommend to like maybe stick to those that only have one entry. Let's see what else we have here. What if the trade already hit the entry point? Should we still go for the trade? Like as I've mentioned, if it's really literally just at the entry, you could do a market execution. If it already went like towards the TP1, or it's like close to it, I wouldn't get into it anymore because I'm not going to chase the trade when it's like already like close to TP1 basically, if that makes sense. Anything else, guys? Ray doesn't want to talk to me today. Ray, you have anything you recommend for me to add?
I got one more.
Can
you hear me?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I hear you.
All right. I asked this question earlier to Ray. I spoke to him, and the Harmonic scanner showed a signal this afternoon somewhere. It was GA, and it was a sell.
No, this is
No,
find
it
it.
was a buy. It was a buy.
Okay, so
But
then that's one probably.
is it that one? Yeah, that's the one. It showed a buy, but Ray, his signal was a sell. So it's more actually a question to him. Like, why would I why take his sell over the signal here buy, which is a buy?
So the signal that he sent was one from.
I don't know where he sent it from, but
it was from
chart.
swipe trades. It was a swipe trade signal.
Could be.
Yeah, it was. I'm just looking at it on my phone right now.
Oh, okay.
It was a swipe trade signal. So let me actually look at the numbers. 825. So what he actually called was a sell up here. So the entry was at 8257082. So it didn't even hit it. 825. So it's somewhere up here.
Yeah.
So, and you see, like, let me see the time. When was it? 1:49 a.m. So I'm not sure. I can't see the time on here. Can I?
I sent it. I sent him a screenshot at 6:30, but I mean it's 6:30 over here. I'm all the way.
All right, let me see. I'm gonna switch it to my time zone right now because I see when he sent it, which was like at 1:50 a.m. my time. So that would have been over here. So the sell was right here. So you see it did happen. So he sent the signal like sometime over here. Okay. Somewhere here. So you see where my cursor is?
Yeah.
So that's when he sent the screenshot of the swipe trade signal, and you see how price did drop. Okay. So the pattern happened afterwards. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So the pattern happened, at least the one I'm seeing right now. So I'm not sure. Maybe there was something else, and this is already a new one. But that's the only GA pattern that I see right now. So the pattern happened after that signal, basically.
All right. Well.
You know, so of course that can happen. Like sometimes, like the market always moves, and you see this is the 15-minute as well.
Okay. Well, what he explained, he was looking at the bigger picture. I don't know if he wants to elaborate on it, but
yeah. But as I said, in regards to that trade signal that he sent, it was a swipe trade, so it was not his signal. It was, from the Swipe Trades app, and the trade was called way before that pattern happened.
Yeah, hey, I'm here. Yeah, so that's what happened. So, the trade was called early in the day, and you must have got that harmonic scanner pattern
after the fact.
After the fact.
All right.
That's what happened.
Yeah. Because that trade started, so the harmonic pattern probably was called around somewhere here, which was 4 p.m. my time, and I got the message from Ray was at 1:50 a.m. my time. So it happened way after.
Yeah, so when basically before that pattern completed, the take profit was already hit on the sell that was sent out, and then this pattern right here completed, and the harmonic scanner called this pattern out.
Yeah. So take profit was at 8207. So the take profit was in the middle of this big ass candle, basically.
Because I was on it though. I was on a sell.
So. But
then I saw that. All right.
But you see, if you look at the bigger picture,
it's a sell.
It is still going down.
Yeah, it's down pattern.
Basically, like that's with harmonics, sometimes it is basically the retracement. Like sometimes you like a harmonic is going to be a switch of trend, or catch the retracement basically. Okay, so in this case, let's see. We go from our entry TP1. was like 18 pips. TP2 was about 40 pips. Okay. And you had a total of like an 80 pip retracement, and then it continues down because of the overall downtrend. If you look at a bigger picture. Okay. So any other questions, guys? Does it make sense what I explained on how to use the scanner? Anything else you want me to, go over again in more detail? Please let me know. I wanted this call to, just help you guys, and because I know, like SCN said, like don't sleep on this product. Everybody has it. Everybody has access to this tool. It makes you money, as you see. Like just a couple pairs that we looked at, all of them went the way that the scanner predicted it. Of course, it's not going to be 100%. No strategy is, okay? But that's why we have our safety net, okay, the stop loss, to protect us, okay? But I highly recommend, test it out, get your demo account, play around with it, get used to it, how to do it. Get a feel for, how does it feel to see it going into blue, have the positive numbers. If any of the new people aren't here, if you want me to show real quick on how to take those numbers that it shows you and put it into the MT4 app, let me know. I can share my screen from my phone. I can gladly do that. But if nobody else has any question, then we would wrap it up. Let me see. Thank you. My pleasure. All knowledge is key. That's very, very true. So I just want to see if, some of the new people want that. Those that, have been doing it for a while, I know you guys know how to do it. So.
I actually thought it was how to find the harmonics. I actually thought that was this lesson.
You say what?
I actually thought we were going to learn how to find the harmonics right now.
No, this was really, that's what I
just
called
using
it.
the indicator.
Huh?
This is just using the
scanner. Literally, that's why I said it's going to be a harmonic scan. That's why I said harmonic scanner session, because we have a lot of new people on the team, and this is a powerful tool that everybody has access to. So I want everybody to really, really take advantage of that. That's like free money based work. Like it's money right there in front of you. And if you're not use it, you miss it. So I want everybody to be able to, take advantage of it.
Yeah. If you want to, I know what's today, Thursday? No, take what?
Friday.
Friday.
So, you can go back and watch my recorded sessions on the, how to actually find them, and then coming Sunday, El Mano's going to be hosting a live session as well, like this one. And he'll be, doing a little bit of teaching and everything. That's going to be like some basic stuff. And then I'll be back on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Armando will pick up on Thursday.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
And then if you you watching, my videos and everything, or how to find them, you can post your markups inside the Telegram, and myself, Steph, Armando, and the rest of the team will be able to critique it and give you advice.
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah. Where you located at right now, bro?
I'm in Amsterdam.
Okay. All right. So
where are you in Amsterdam?
Yeah. So Steph in Germany. So y'all in the
I was about to say we neighbors.
I was just in Hamburg.
That's what's up. Let's talk later about that. That's cool. I just want to answer. So yes, it's recorded. So I'm gonna drop the recording in the chat later on, so you're gonna get it. But as Ray said, this was really about the tool, because what he does, finding or what we do, some of us finding those patterns, train our eyes to actually be the scanner and find those patterns. Not everybody wants to get into harmonic, so this today was literally really just for all the beginners, knowing that you have access to this tool. It makes you money. Take advantage of it. Okay.
How accurate is it? Because I've used it in the past a couple times, and I've noticed that some of them go the opposite way.
It happens. As I said, No
What's your idea?
strategy is 100%. No strategy is 100%. I don't know the exact, I don't know, maybe Ray knows. The last time I, heard about it, it was about 80%, 85% accuracy. I'm not sure how it is right now. I haven't heard an update on that. So let me see. I use this with other strategies. Yeah, most definitely. Like, as I said, like you can use it. Later on you can combine it with other strategies, other, confirmations. But as I mentioned, especially that what I'm applying to see if they back each other up, Yeah, most definitely, you can use it as another confirmation. But just that tool alone, just how it is right now, is powerful and can be used by everybody. A lot of people in the company use it. As I said, this was the first product that, the company had a couple of years ago when it started. So don't sleep on it. So if you guys don't have any other questions, I would wrap it up. All right. And I would drop the recording, once I upload it, I would drop the recording. And thank you guys for hopping on. And if you have any question, you can always hop on, reach out to me, to Ray, to other people in the chat if you have questions about it. All right. We're all there to support you. All right. With that being said, enjoy your Friday. I'm off to bed. And talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Later.